G'day and welcome back to our German Sealions campaign in Hearts of Iron 4. So we're cruising through at speed 5 for a while we finish just building up. Transport planes, naval bombers. Yeah, you know what, better do that before I forget about it. So we're going to need transport planes. And we're going to need naval bombers. I think it'll be a really low priority. Transport planes, least of all. We're not going to have paratroopers for a long time. So I've set up the Kriegsmarine to do these three because we need them for the invasion. Just go and check on how they feel about it now. So, Irish Theatre. They are good to go, except they're still preparing because they're not allowed to actually do anything until we're at war. So that's good. That'll take 2 months to get over there. Just have to make sure we don't accidentally destroy Paris in our blitzkrieg. And, you know, all the other bits and pieces there. He is still on 20%. Let's denounce the Belgian ideals. Alright, industrial effort. Now, we're going to want army innovations, just because it unlocks Brauchitz, the chief of army. We're going to go for him for the divisional speed, but the industrial effort should come first, because we still need to knock them out. So 70 days for that, and then 70 days for the other one, and then we can grab, what's his name? Which means, before then, we may as well come and grab Rommel, because we're going to have an armor focus rather than an infantry focus in this game. Can't do him until that as well. Alright, guess we're not grabbing him. We can grab Schacht, the captain of industry, to improve our infrastructure and civilian factory production speed, which is important since we've only got 19 factories doing the job. We need them to work fast. Alright, when do we need? 19th of October, or 25th of October, because that was when the, was it Belgians? No, they're the 19th. Ireland is the 24th. So wait until we're allowed to declare war on Ireland. Hopefully, no. Come on, nationalist Spain. Just hold the line. Stalemate is what we need down there. Where's most of this come from? Volunteers and justifying. Fair enough. Guess we've been a little bit naughty. Alright, Flanders is ready. Pas-de-Calais is ready. We'll drop down speed 2. While we check that everything else is going. Alright, finish delay. Tank speed goes up. I'm going to always be researching one of them, I think. 50 days, get another couple of things. Alright, we have until just before Christmas to declare the wars. I think we'll do it, well, depending on whether more army is going to be ready in time. 14th of November. Although probably not, because they don't have support equipment or infantry equipment. How long until they are ready? Support equipment will be ready in 93 days. It's too long. Infantry, yep, too long. So, we have a little while, but we could run into problems with the Spanish Civil War ending. So I think we just need to go straight out. 2 per day. That'll be about 20 days until we can do the next one of them. Where are we on this? Alright, let's just wait until industrial effort is finished. And then we'll declare the war, because I know that otherwise I'm going to forget what we were doing with him. And also, these two guys here aren't in position yet. Stuck up there for some reason. Can't force them down. We have to do it this way. Let's get them across. It's annoying because they know how to do this themselves when they move with an army. We just can't do it with them because they can't actually do their movement until the Rhineland's been militarised. Alright. 1st of December we'll probably declare. No? Middle of November. 6 days. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. So, industrial effort. Next up, we need to go army innovations. Otherwise, we probably would have done this anyway to get the treaty with the USSR. Alright, so it'll unlock a couple of people. We have the points for them now, so we're just going to do it as we unlock them in 70 days' time. So, try and remind me. Modification of government, well, they can stay up there to remind us. Okay, everybody should be in position. These guys are all set to go. Turn them on. Our armour is all set. It's no more going to be ready for a while. No more army going to be ready for a while because we don't have the parts we need. Infantry equipment issues. So, I think that's it. Those guys will roll across there to defend our line. Otherwise, let's pull these guys in a bit. Once they're in position, we'll declare the war. These guys should be able to get started immediately as well. We could start the Irish War first. You know what, let's do that. Let's go declare war on Ireland. We have no allies to call in. Causes 10 tension. Only takes it up to 15, so it doesn't matter. As long as it's under 25. And they should automatically start their planning. Should they not? They already have. Alright. Rhineland's just automatically finished because we are walking into it anyway. So our men are on the way to Ireland. As soon as they land, we'll get them to... Actually, can you queue this up? We can. Cool. Alright, attack Dublin and then just take the rest of the land. Doesn't matter that they'll finish it before everything else is ready. Not sure why that went yellow, probably because of the number of provinces and the number of troops we have. They don't think they can actually do it. But yeah, well. Is this just because you don't know where to go from? Not going to let me drag it anyway. Right click and drag to draw the offensive line. No. Alright, they'll land. We'll probably manually control them for a bit, but then we'll attach them to that. They'll finish the war for us. And then Belgium, and then... Yeah, we should be able to do Ireland and Belgium, and then we'll just take this push into France. Alright, we will go at 6 AM. It is still night time. There's the line. I was looking for the Terminator. Alright, it is dawn in the east. Let's drop this down to speed 2 for a bit. We are... Ooh, that was the other thing for doing Ireland first. Means these guys can get into position. How long are you going to take? 1 day, 9 hours. Fine. Let's go ahead and declare war on Belgium. That would cause 13. That would put this up to 28. So we have to prevent France from being guaranteed by England. So we declare on both of them at the same time. No guarantees for you. Turn night mode off. We can modify the government. No. We're at war with Ireland, Belgium, France. We can invite nationalist Spain to faction. There is no way in hell we're going to do anything that will increase tension more than we already are. It's up to 46, which is very not good. Should be a bit lower than that. Alright. So these peace deals shouldn't increase it by too much. Hopefully less than 4%. And yes, where are our tanks? Panzer pushers. Can't queue up anything because they're doing this at the moment. So the other way to do this is to let Belgium push out into this province and then just go around behind him and take it without having even to do a fight. Probably would have been the better way to do it. So infantry down there are losing a bit of... Look at all this. Losing a bit of organisation. Alright, let's go speed 4. Actually, let's watch the Irish invasion when that arrives. Easy to do because the Allies aren't involved, so we can just float our boats straight across. Alright, that'll be done soon. He is in Dublin, so we will not take a penalty for landing here. Here we are. Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. We are going to grab cavalry and motorised, and they will attack you from there, except the motorised are actually going to come around and attack you then. And you're going to not have a thing anymore. Okay. I guess we just redraw the lines. Green, green, yellow. Keep it on green. That's your next move. You did have the push on that. We'll just delete that order. And you've just all cancelled the things I told you to do. Okay then. Cavalry. Go to there. Motorised. Go around that way. We're not going to accept volunteers. Looks like this war will be over before motorised even get into position. Cavalry are in. Motorised are in. Ireland says, "Hey, what are you doing there, mate?" Meanwhile, back in Belgium. Alright, which fight's going to finish first? The Irish one. Alright, let's just move this arrow to get started from there. They need to be told to do it as well. Forgot to click the button. They'll just push out and he'll be capitulated pretty quickly. He shouldn't be worth much. Should be able to stay under the 50. Did do a practice of this last night. Yeah, there we go. Ireland, we're going to take all states. End our turn. Nothing left to do. Increases it by 3%, so we're just under the 50. Until something nasty happens. Yeah, I did give this quick practice last night, and I took both of these before this got over 50. So then France couldn't join the Allies. I don't know why it's so much higher this time. It's a little weird. But these guys have finished their job, so their new job is to just defend this border. We won't create a fallback line, we'll just do it this way. And when the war against these guys starts, they'll push out there. Actually, we'll create the fallback line. Fallback line is going to be the entire coast, so that we can prevent naval invasions later on. I like that you can set your fallback line up in enemy territory. It just doesn't attach until later. Alright. I'm pretty sure it reattaches when you take the land though. Modify government. No, we are waiting on army innovations. It's a little bit longer. And as soon as that's done, if we have 300 political power, we can throw it all in. Alright, let's go grab our armour. What are you guys? Oh yeah. Couldn't think what the 8 guys was. They're defending us against the masses of French troops. So he finished the remilitarization, not of the Rhineland, but of the Westlands. So he's not going to attack us over this side in the mountains, but he might very well attack us there. If he does, it just means he's pulling troops out of the front over here that we're going to use. Alright, how are we doing? I have a few more army infantry coming out soon. These guys don't seem to be attacking, or they are. No, he's attacking us. Okay. Well, we'll break through him. But yeah, if you let Belgium overrun Bitburg before you run through the Rhineland, then you can just charge through behind him. This would have been over just as quickly as the Irish War. Which doesn't matter. We need to give it a while to tick down. So if this war lasts a few months, it's okay. I do not like what's happening to Spain, though. It's not going to go well. Okay. You know what we could do is just piece Belgium out for nothing once our men are in France. Causes negative world tension when you do that. Alright, no divisions. Why is there no divisions attached to something? It'd be these guys. Broke the line or something? Alright, hard to see what's happening under there. But tanks look like they're trying to push through. Let's get them into Brussels now. And Antwerp and Ghent. Should be enough of a front that they can't defend. All their organisations completely shattered. Get the tanks going where we want them. The infantry will fill in the rest. There we go. So, the thing here is we're at 47.3. If we take all states, going to push it up to 58.7, and then France might join the Allies. Let's just give it a go. We are done, yes. Alright. This army, let's cancel all their orders. And the panzer pushers will cancel as well. Alright, this army comes onto here. They are going to need to take this city, Paris, and those two. I assume they'll capture everything else along the way. Some stupid reason they're trying to go that way. Push them from Calais. Yeah, they still want to be idiots and go out there. Okay, well, in that case, we tell them specifically to stop there. That should work a bit better. Okay. And the Panzers will come over here. And we're just going to tell them straight away to make their push. This one's worth 15, so we have to take it. Make push down to Brest, and then we'll pull a couple off and separate them once they get down there. And yeah, we don't want them to have a line. They still have a small preparation bonus from the Belgian War. And we have research slots available. When did that finish? Oh, when the peace screen came up. Okay. It is 4 days off. Let's just wait those 4 days and then we'll do the next thing. Alright, 31, 31, 31 should be going. These guys are going, those guys are staying. I think we're just going to create a new theatre so I don't accidentally tell them to do something. The French defence. Alright, government, France, all the rest. Okay, France still on 20... No, they've taken whatever the thing is that gives them extra unity. Still got disjointed government, but 35% means we need to take pretty much all of the north coast. Alright, we are looking for... Don't care about that. Looking for our panzers. Want to control these guys personally. Fortunately, some of them have no organisation. But no one here to stop us. So let's go charging through. We will grab the 1st Panzer Division. He will be the guy that comes a slightly different way. Through here, down there to Brest. That should take out most of this, except that province. Hopefully our army is going to fill in behind. They're not joining the Allies, so that's a bonus. Alright, taking that. I turn around and keep following them. Some French defence in these towns. Alright, if we can take that, we'll be looking good. Slow down to speed 3. Damn it, that's what I forgot to do. Let's get these guys back to port after the Irish invasion finished. Can you tell them to retreat anywhere? I doubt it. Alright, Dönitz, don't lose too many guys. Or, even better, the rest of you, destroy the French faster. So retake this. And you are defending. Stop them from doing that attack. Yeah, this isn't looking too good. Those guys have arrived though, so, yep. Can't actually, we can select them. Alright, we want them to just bugger off home to Wilhelmshaven. Don't want to be losing any. Tell you to repair now. Don't know if they'll actually break off the assault. They get caught. One of German Reich's most famous fighter racers, Booby Hartmann, has gone down. Didn't know we had an ace at the start. Alright, we need to actually go and take Paris. So, let's grab everybody. Start charging on Paris. Taking this now, so crush these holdouts. Do it from 2 directions. You are supposed to be going this way. Alright, that defence is going okay, surprisingly. Where are we at with France? Oh, that's right, we're waiting for January to do this. We have capped too, damn it. Construction speed, we want to keep going with dispersed industry and with efficiency cap, because we're going to have to start building up. And we are 14 days off there. Alright, France. We need to take another 5%, so it's going to be Paris. Which means we're going to want our tanks once we're done over here, which we now are. We should be able to punch through... What the hell's he doing up there? We should be able to punch through to Paris just randomly somewhere. They are trying to go through the whole front line. Alright, we'll go that way. But this dude is apparently going to be able to march through here. Alright. Grab one of these guys because he's actually closer. They're already pushing on Paris. Oh, look at that. We didn't even need the tanks. Or we might. One lonely guy in Paris. Now they've got no supply. They better not be overrun. Good thing the tank is coming down to help already. Alright, buddy. Knock them out. There we go. Fall of Paris. Another victory for the Vaterland. So we're on 54%. If we did nothing, I'd only reduce it by that much. Why would we bother? We're going to take all of bloody France. I think it costs 99.2% world tension. That's what we want. Done. Steal a ton of equipment. It's French, so it'll probably break. But now, who's the other guy? The French defense over here, this infantry, can actually just come and join these guys. Yes, reassign them all. We'll create the defense theatre soon, but because we have now taken all of France in a separate war. Oh god, look how much we lost there. We don't have to worry about occupational issues during the World War. We have to keep occupying these guys. Alright, the main army. Where do we want to put them? I guess we'll just chuck them up here for now. We're going to get everybody else some kind of job. Alright, we need to put them on fronts. So, in case... Who are we going to go to war with? Well, we're going to want to finish off these guys first. When the actual war starts. So put the panzers up here. Give them the job of taking the 3 main towns. So they don't like doing it that way. Let's delete those 2 orders and then... Is that 3rd one for there? Now they automatically attach to both. Yeah, when the war starts, you do that. And you, buddy, I guess we do have to set you somewhere. I'm not going to need there or there. I guess we can stand on the Polish. We actually should have spent... Oh, damn it. Should have spent the points getting the mobilisation and the export things, or conscription or whatever, sorted out. Less options when you're not at war. Oh, insufficient resources is because we just got a bunch of extra military factories. We'll better actually sort out production first. So we want to do basically everything we've already done. That's we didn't actually get too much from France. Interesting. Is that reset tomorrow? Or is that all we actually get? Tanks, motorized infantry equipment should go full later. Alright. Guess that's actually how it worked out. It's fine. Just bump that one down to the bottom. And 15 days off there. Right. So, because we didn't trigger the World War, even though tension's over 100%, it doesn't really bother us, because we're not in any active fighting. So we can finish building off our civilian industry, which we've got a ton of at the moment, 67 that we can actively use. Less than that, because we didn't end up increasing this. So lose another 2 there. Got a surplus now. Must pick tungsten up from France. So thank you, Sweden. We don't need that anymore. Surplus of rubber as well, because we took over Africa. I assume has rubber down there in the French region. So let's go to the UK. Say we don't need that anymore. So now we're only importing oil. And we don't want to go to war with anybody to get oil, so that's fine. These guys will never do a non-aggression pact. I don't particularly want to invite Italy into the Axis, because they might declare war on somebody and drag us in. But now we can... We've done army innovations. Let's go for the treaty with the USSR. And the research would be industry first. So, construction speed we want. And we can now modify our government, as I said before, just after the war that we needed it in. We're going to take Rommel, because we're going to be panzer heavy in this campaign. And we're going to grab... What was the other one? What's his name? Brauchitz, army maneuver guy for division speed. And that's all we can do for now. Okay, well, we're going to take a short break here. When we come back, we will start our naval and aerial build-up for the war against the UK. So, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I hope to see you again soon. See you later.